What's up and welcome back to my channel. Now on today's video we are going to be talking about a couple of different things. Number one, how to organically, meaning for free, build your audience while also building that know, like, and trust factor and increasing your engagement on social media. All of that coming right up. So what's up? My name is Sherri Brown and I help busy work-at-home moms to rediscover their voice, build a solid foundation for their business, and show their kids what's possible. And on this channel I do everything from product reviews and tutorials, as well as actual social media marketing and branding strategies you can implement to go further faster when building your business online. So if you're new here and this kind of seems like it's up your alley, then consider subscribing. Just make sure that you hit the bell so you get notified as I upload new videos each and every week. All right. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now, in this training, I'm not only going to be sharing some things that you need to know, but I'll also be pointing to some extra resources if you want to dive deeper on each particular topic that I'm talking about. So everything that I mention will be put in the description below. As well as, again, links to additional resources that I know can help you. So the first thing you need to know when it comes to building your audience on social media is really honing in and figuring out, okay, which social media platform is going to be my platform of choice? Because when it comes to building an audience on social media, every platform speaks a different language, and how you build that audience is going to be different. So take, for instance, Instagram. Okay, so for example, Instagram. Now although I have a presence on Instagram, I will say I am not the go-to when it comes to Instagram. It is not my social media platform of choice. Yes, I have a presence, but I do not know the ins and outs of Instagram. But one thing I do know is that when it comes to building your audience, hashtags are a very big deal over on Instagram, and therefore using hashtags the proper way. I guess there's a right way and a wrong way, but hashtags are the big way of really getting discovered on Instagram. Now, when it comes to YouTube, if you sit here, whatever. If you sat here and tried to use hashtags on YouTube like you would Instagram, and you were putting hashtags in your title and hashtags in the comments or in the description, you would look like you had no idea what you were doing. And so that's why, again, every social media platform, what you do to build your audience, engage your audience, increase that engagement, it is going to differ. So when it comes to YouTube, it is a search engine, okay? And therefore really learning how to fully optimize your videos whenever you're putting one out, that is really the best thing you can do in order to get your videos to show up in search, okay? Now, the three things that I've learned when it comes to getting your videos fully optimized, getting them up in the search, I know the three things that are the most important is, number one, your YouTube thumbnail, okay? Because your YouTube thumbnail can really make or break in regards to if somebody's searching for something in particular and they see your thumbnail. Well, if your thumbnail is not really standing out, it could make the difference of whether somebody clicks on your video or scrolls past you and clicks on another video. So your YouTube thumbnail, your tags are very important. And also, not only tags, your title, okay? So those are three really big things when it comes to getting your videos picked up in search on YouTube. Now, I did create a full checklist. It's a YouTube checklist, and it's a 2-page checklist that you can download. You can check it out in the description below. And there's 14 things to really make sure that your YouTube video is fully optimized. Because here's the deal, if you are taking the time to put out this content, I will tell you from experience that you need to make sure that you know how to optimize those videos. Look below in the description and grab that checklist. That way you can have it if YouTube is your platform of choice and you are using, videos to really grow your business, grow your brand. Be sure to download that. And again, I kind of just go over 14 different things. So when you're uploading a video, you've got it done and you're getting it on the platform, you can just kind of go through and say, hey, do I have this done, this done, this done? And I'll tell you from experience, I was on YouTube. I've been on YouTube since about 2015. 2015, I want to say, is when I uploaded my first video. And those first 3 years of me uploading videos, and I was doing them regularly. I was uploading pretty much weekly. Sometimes I would do more than that. But from December of 2015 to December of 2018, I really didn't know a whole lot when it comes to how to optimize a video on YouTube. And therefore, in a 3-year time span, and me uploading probably 250 videos in that 3-year time frame, I had only grown my audience by like 2,100 people. So in 3 years, I only had like 2,100 subscribers, okay? I took the time later on in 2018 to really learn YouTube, learn like what is it exactly I need to do to optimize, to get my videos showing up in search so I can build my audience. Because if you're putting out content, but yet you aren't getting eyeballs on it, you're wasting your time, right? And what's super cool is since I started using this checklist, in 4 months, just from January of 2019 to April of 2019, I was able to grow my audience by over 1,000 people on YouTube, okay? For free. I do not run any YouTube ads or anything like that. And so again, I'm telling you, when you use the checklist, it will actually work, okay? Now, don't sweat it if it takes you a little bit longer, because obviously when you're new to anything, it can take a while to kind of build up that momentum. But it's just crazy to me, how when you really know when you really know about the platform, you know what you're doing, how you can grow your audience so much freaking faster than when you're just blindly putting up content, but you aren't fully optimizing it, okay? Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and kind of shift over and talk a little bit about Facebook. Now, when it comes to Facebook, it's kind of like 3 platforms in one, because, you have your Facebook profile, then you have, a Facebook business page, and then you also have Facebook groups, and each one of those, it's different strategies to build your audience. And although I'm not really going to get into the pros and cons of profile versus page versus group or, anything like that, I will tell you, I've already created a video talking about those 3 on Facebook and where you should focus your time. So again, I'll link that up below in the description. You can check it out. But I will say, if on Facebook, if that is your platform of choice and you are not running ads using a Facebook business page, to me, it can take a little bit longer than, say, YouTube to really build your audience organically, especially if you're just starting out, or maybe you've been at it a while, but you post and you feel like you're kind of posting to crickets, right? So because Facebook isn't a search engine, it can take some time to build up your Facebook profile, to grow your connections, to grow your followers. The same thing when it comes to a Facebook business page. Less than 2% right now of the content that you post on your business page is even showing up to your followers, which, means that you have to be so much more intentional when it comes to the content that you are putting up. And I'll also add, when it comes to Facebook, it is all about consistent quality content. Oftentimes on Facebook, I see so many people who are posting like 3 times a day on their profile, or 4 or 5 times a day on their profile. And just understand that you're shooting your own engagement like you're shooting it in the foot, okay? Because your own posts begin competing with each other. So if you want to, if you feel like you need help when it comes to just how do I create just better quality posts that really build that know, like, and trust, and will get people actually wanting to engage and wanting to share my content, then I actually pulled a training out of my core program called the Mom's Marketing Lounge, and I put that up on my YouTube channel. So I'll link it below in the description again, but it's all about just how to create just better quality social media posts in general. Now, another free resource that I'm going to share, if you're using your Facebook profile to build your audience, build your brand, build your business, then you'll also want to grab a free resource. I created a free resource which lays out 9 different things that you need to do to make sure that your profile is set up to really attract people versus turn them off. And there's some different settings that you're going to have to go in and change, like you're wanting to make sure that your follow button's turned on. You want to make sure that your posts are set to public. There are a lot of simple changes and tweaks that you can make on your profile right now that can really open up and expand your audience, okay? So if you are using, again, your Facebook profile, I'll link up that free resource right below in the description. So again, I just wanted to kind of show you the difference. And see, on Facebook as well, hashtags are not really a thing, okay? So I see some people who are sitting here using like a bajillion freaking hashtags in their posts, and it just, again, makes you look like you have no idea what you're doing. So that just was, just meant to show you how each platform is different and how what works on one to build your audience is not gonna work on the other. But with that being said, what I wanna do is I wanna kind of move in and I wanna shift and talk about 4 different things that I have personally done to build my audience while also building that know, like, and trust factor and increasing engagement. So the first way to grow your audience, build the know, like, and trust while also increasing your engagement is giveaways. Like, I freaking love a good giveaway. And I have used this so much to tap into other people's audiences, to tap into other people's network. And it's, I will say, has been my number one strategy that I've used to build my audience faster for free, okay? So here, I'll kind of give you an example. So before I kind of made the switch to focus and put, my content over on YouTube, I was going live on Facebook every single Tuesday, and I would do a giveaway every single week. And it could be a giveaway where I was giving away one of my favorite books, or maybe I was giving away a planner or an Amazon gift card, just something that really related to, obviously, my business, my brand, something that I knew my audience would love. And at the beginning of every single live, I'd say, hey, this week I'm doing a giveaway where I'm giving away a passion planner, or I'm giving away, whatever it was. And I would just say, if you want to get entered, all you have to do is simply share this video out. Once you do share, drop share below in the comments, and I'll be drawing a winner tomorrow night, and I'll post it below in the comments. And so again, by just having them simply share my content out, that allowed me, again, to grow my audience at a much faster rate, because I was able to tap into the network of other people. Now, one quick tip when it comes to Facebook, the algorithm changes like more than most people change their undies, okay? I'm not even gonna lie. And so right now, there are certain keywords that the Facebook algorithm is picking up. And they only used to pick it up like in the descriptions. Well, now the algorithm is picking up what you're saying in videos. And so you just have to get a little, smarter, a little bit more clever. So I might say, instead of share this out, I might say, hey, just make sure that you are passing on this video. So I would probably say something, I would change my language to where it still means the same thing. And then I would just tell them, hey, once you have, spread the word or pass this video on, then just let me know in the comments, drop a heart or something like that. You know what I mean? You have to make sure that you're just keeping up with the changes on your social platform, that you know what's working, what doesn't, when it comes to the algorithm. Now, so far on YouTube, I've actually only done one giveaway so far, but keep your eye out, because this summer I am ramping up to do a pretty big giveaway that I'm pretty excited about, and it's gonna be like all my favorite things. So I'm gonna be pulling, some of my, my favorite planner, and I'm gonna be pulling like some of my favorite products and doing like a big, massive giveaway. So if you haven't already, just make sure that you're following my channel, you've got that bell turned on, so you are getting notified when I am uploading new videos every week. Now, my second big tip for you is to tell them what you want them to do. So often we assume, you know what I mean? Like, it automatically is assumed that you want people to share your video, or you want them to share your post, or you want them to comment, but you cannot assume, okay? You have to tell them what you want them to do. So if you've noticed at the very beginning of this video, I said, I gave a little intro and I talked about, hey, this is who I am. This is what I help people with. And I said, so if you feel like this is, if you're new to my channel and you feel like this is up your alley, then consider subscribing. Just make sure that you turn on the bell so you get notified as I upload new videos each and every week. It was short, concise. It was to the point. It told you exactly, who I served, what I'm about, what type of content you can expect from me. And again, because of that, I'm telling people. And I will say that yes, there are going to be a lot of people, even though you say it, there's still going to be a lot of people who don't share or who don't engage. Don't focus on them, okay? Just focus on the ones who do, because there are going to be a percentage who do follow you, who do start engaging. So just give it some time and be consistent with it. Now, the third thing that you can do, which is a way, again, that I have personally used in my business, and I've seen other people do it, and again, it works like freaking gangbusters, and that is interviews. So think about your niche that you're in, your industry that you're in, and who can you find that is maybe super knowledgeable in a particular area that would really serve your audience well, and interview them. When you do, you can put it up on your social media sites, you can put it up on your website, and chances are the person you interviewed is also going to share that content, therefore allowing you to tap into their network. And again, I think interviews are a win-win for the both of you because you're giving each other exposure. So let's take, for example, one of the things that I've done in my core program called the Moms Marketing Lounge is I've brought in guest trainers. Now, the Moms Marketing Lounge is my signature program, and it's really the only way to get coached from me. It's the main product that I'm promoting personally when it comes to my own course that I've created. And it's everything that I wish I would have known my first year in business that would have saved me a hell of a lot of time, struggle, headache, wanting to pull my hair out. And I brought in a couple of guest trainers, one to teach on copywriting, just how to write better and make better connections with your list. Copy, obviously, is very, very important if you're an online marketer, online content creator, and it's just not a huge strength of mine. And so I found a 7-figure earner who is really, really great when it comes to that, and I brought them in to teach my audience. And so it was a win-win for the both of us. Now, the last way that I'm going to tell you, which is probably the most important, so I want you to listen up, okay? And that is get in the habit of creating very good, quality, consistent content, okay? Because the truth is, if your content is crap and you are sitting here on social media and you are nothing but a pitch fest and you aren't really serving, then none of the strategies that I've given you are really gonna work to build your audience if you aren't taking the time to make sure that the content you're putting out on a regular basis is really good quality. Now, a couple of other things that I want to keep in mind just to kind of drill this home, if you aren't creating good quality content on a consistent basis, number one, people are going to forget about you. As much as it sucks, they will. And, not only that, if you aren't showing up for people, people are, again, not going to show up for you. And it'll be a lot harder to actually grow an engaged audience, okay? So do not miss this piece. And creating content is actually not as hard as you think. If you have, an ideal person in mind that you really want to attract, then it can be as simple as, going out there and thinking about their pains. What are their problems? What's keeping them up at night? And then you can start creating content that's going to solve that problem. So for example, this particular video, I did a poll inside of my free Facebook community, and I was like, hey, I'm actually in the process of creating some new content for my YouTube channel, and I want to make sure that, what I'm putting out is going to be beneficial to you. And so I did a poll and I wrote down several different topic ideas, and I was like, and if there's something that's not on this list that you want me to talk about, then you can add it to the list. And this particular video was number one. And so that is why I'm creating this piece of content, because I know that it's something my audience struggles with, is really knowing how to build up your audience if you don't really have an ad budget, or you don't have the knowledge when it comes to running ads, so you need to do it for free, but you also need to build up that know, like, and trust factor, increase your engagement. And again, that's what this video is. So it's as simple as that. It doesn't have to be as hard or as complicated as sometimes we make it, right? All right. So that wraps up today's video. Hope you got some value from it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. And I'm curious to know what social media platform. I want you to comment. Don't be shy. I'm not going to bite, but let me know in the comments below which social media platform is your primary focus, and also which of these strategies that I've talked about today are you going to take and implement to grow your own audience, to build that know, like, and trust factor, and increase your own engagement. Now, again, don't forget to check out the description below for some extra resources. Hope you have the most amazing day, and I'll see you back here next week for another video. Bye for now.